I hope they brought Mr. Jefferson back from this morning.
All right, good afternoon. Can everybody hear me?
Hector? It's Hector, isn't it? Bob?
He's off
Everybody hear me in the main jail?
Are you on?
Are you on, Judge? The
Oh, that's
blue?
not on. Okay, I have.
Yeah.
Is it on or no?
But I don't think, doesn't it have
Thank
to
you,
be
Patrice.
blue to be on?
Yeah, it's not.
Does it say on, Judge, or?
It says main jail. Trace, go over there and flip the switch.
They might be expecting us to start like that. I mean, you are our tech support person.
They don't answer when I call this.
They definitely don't.
How they know it's me? It's from just call from 831 number.
Well, then they don't like one of us.
Or is it something? They're gonna try to get the TV working.
Oh, okay.
The audio. Yeah?
Brian, start early.
You are.
Good luck.
Sometimes that'll
So-
happen over there.
Suffice to say, this is part of the reason why I said take about a month. Give them a month's notice
to get
to.
used to it. No, I'd like to start at 1.
Well, tomorrow we do start Fridays at 1,
Oh, okay. All right.
so you're good there. And everyone's prepared for
Now, why
that.
is that? Just because it's Friday?
Exactly. Nothing is done accidentally or coincidentally.
Hello.
Yeah.
Your Honor, he just walked in.
Oh, okay. All right, we're live. Live in Bonneport.
Really?
Okay, all right. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Judge Kathleen McHugh. I will be presiding over the magistrate hearings here this afternoon. I have reviewed all the probable cause affidavits and referenced all of your cases. I will determine the issue of probable cause and then set the appropriate bond. All right, we're going to call some ordinance cases first. I have a Jameer Jefferson.
Connor Andrew Laney, City of Hollywood, standing in for Fort Lauderdale this afternoon.
And
Thank you.
Drew Atria for Mr. McLawrence. We have negotiated a resolution. His mom is here. She's indicated, well, the city has just told me that he's resolved a felony, so I'm sure he'll like to resolve this as well.
It appeared to me on the docket, Your Honor, that he just resolved, I think in 2012, a first-degree felony. Partially resolved, I don't know, maybe the state attorney's office can help us a little bit.
Where is Mr.
They
Jefferson?
resolved the whole thing, I thought.
Do we have him there, Hector?
I
Jefferson.
hardly hear you guys. Who are you
Hard to
calling?
hear.
He said, who you calling?
Jameer Jefferson.
Jameer Jefferson.
Jameer Jefferson. Jameer Jefferson. Jameer, on what page?
Well, it was from the morning. Again,
Oh,
Is
from
that from this morning?
no. He's not up, Your Honor. I'm being advised. Oh, he's not ours. He might not be here at Maine.
North? How about North?
Jameer Jefferson. No good deed goes unpunished.
Mhm.
He said he was at the main jail.
That's
I
the
don't
other
know
one.
where he's at now.
Yeah.
Well,
We have a bunch of them.
they may have moved him.
Did he want to dismiss?
No, Your Honor, unfortunately not.
Yes. No.
I know you want to dismiss.
Amen.
I would get a very angry phone call later.
All right, he's at 4 Alpha on the main jail.
Hector? Okay, thank you. Don't they get the message in the morning? Main jail doesn't get the message? What do they do with it? Well,
People get reset all the time.
usually it happens in the afternoon, right?
Yeah, did he? This is new, that they don't.
All right, so let's pass that one. Next one I have is Danny Warren. Danny Warren. All right, we're going to hear for 3 misdemeanor K cases. Ordinance violations, total bond amount is $200. Do you want to resolve these charges today?
Ma'am, on resolve? Yeah.
All right, does the city have,
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Warren is a repeat violator. He's had 3 adjudications this year for panhandling, open container, and panhandling. The City of Hollywood is offering adjudication per count, 10 days, Broward County Jail per count.
per count?
This 3.
All right, so that's 30 days.
30 days.
All right. All right, sir, if you want to resolve this, the city is offering you 30 days with credit for
I don't know.
1 day?
Ma'am?
Does he have, who would I appoint for counsel?
Steve Shate, Your Honor. He's represented him numerous times in the past.
Right. Sir, do you want to take the 30-day offer, or do you want me to just go ahead and appoint Mr. Shate, and you can discuss that offer with Mr. Shate?
I say, I want to see Mr. Yates.
All right, I will appoint Mr. Shate to represent you. Do we have an order?
And so he'll be scheduled with his regular judge then, Your Honor.
Yeah, why don't we go ahead and send this to a regular division?
Thank you.
All right, do you have anything else on?
I'm gonna hang out,
just
wait
this
for
one?
Fort Lauderdale. I know that Deerfield has one. I've
Is that
asked
it?
for them in
Are
the
you going to
past.
cover for them?
I would like to wait until Fort Lauderdale in case they come, and then if they haven't shown up, I will handle their.
All right, because I do have one, Robert Miller, and that's a Deerfield case.
I'll be happy to do it. I'd like to wait a few minutes just in
All right,
case.
I have his phone number if you want to talk to him.
Deerfield?
Yeah.
I would absolutely.
the,
I'll call
private
them and
attorney.
at least get.
I'll tell you right now, Don's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
coming
that's
back.
fine.
Don's not coming back, I can tell you that much.
You haven't handled that.
Okay, all right, just didn't.
Talk to him, let him know, ask him what
Said he was handling Fort
the
Lauderdale.
city's offer is, and then we'll recall it.
You don't
Happy to
listen.
do it, Your Honor.
You
All right,
don't
thank
listen
you.
to people. You just don't talk to your people. Yeah.
These don't need to be, do all these need to be
Then
signed,
I
or
end
just
up
as they come up?
maybe there.
All right. Okay.
It's
Next
not a-
one I have is Lee Luoma.
Lee Luoma, come on up.
You were arrested before that's what I'm saying. You're gonna sign every single one on the board. You're starting with your right to remain silent. You should talk about your case and I know about your
All right,
lawyer.
this is a misdemeanor ordinance violation in Oakland Park. We're here for a misdemeanor capious.
Yes, for misdemeanor attorney.
Ordinance
You'll have
violation,
to learn how
license at the amount of
with them when it comes to your work with the blue line.
Who do I appoint for counsel on this?
Going to sign and date at the bottom. Were you arrested by yourself? Take medication? Mental problems? Were you in Remington, Arnold, South? Where you are?
At this point, why don't we just send this to a regular misdemeanor division then?
Yes.
I know, but tell me who to appoint.
What's the result? Responding?
Your eyes. So,
I'm sick.
We on probation when you were arrested? We had a bond of pre-trial.
this be sent to a regular division then.
Okay, do you have any pending cases?
Okay, the bond amount is $50.
Next person. Mr.
Alchin.
Your Honor, if you want to call,
Called you.
Mr. Alchin and Jacoby, their co-defendant.
Hello? I called you. Failed to appear for it? Do you have an attorney? You asked
Call it
for
Adam
You have an
Alchin
attorney?
and
Never been arrested or charged with any felony? Sign for your attorney's name, decline pleading.
David Jacoby.
How long have you been living in town?
You're a co-defendant. Adam Alchin. Where's he?
Who do you?
Alchin
Okay.
and another, his co-defendant.
Your Honor.
Also.
Your Honor, they don't know who you're on here.
Say what?
We're done with the gentleman sitting there. We said you said it was.
I don't know if the
official.
volume is low. We can hardly hear what's
$50
going on.
bond on the capious charge, and I'm sending it to a regular division. All right, I want to the next case, Adam Alchin.
Okay, she just said at $50 she appointed counsel.
Mr. Lynn?
No, I didn't appoint counsel because there's nobody to appoint.
Oh,
Come and see where
It's
you
an
are,
open
sir.
park
she didn't.
case.
Oh, she didn't appoint counsel.
Tell me who to appoint.
Your Honor, as a friend of the court, while I guess the city figures out who to appoint, Your Honor, or who's the attorney for that city, would you consider ROR on Mr. Loma's behalf?
I don't think I can, because it's a capious on a misdemeanor ordinance violation. When they fail to appear, there's a capious, they're not entitled to an ROR.
Is there a city prosecutor there?
There is, but not from Oakland Park.
So there's no city prosecutor there. He failed to
He
show.
says he doesn't handle Oakland Park.
Right. Considering there's no city prosecutor there from Oakland Park, Your Honor, and it is a city municipal ordinance, would you consider an ROR?
But I just don't understand, because I'm here on state let's say it's a case on a state trespass. I'm here, that makes the KPS valid all of a sudden as opposed to invalid.
Is that when you're in on a criminal charge, you have due process rights. You have the right to have counsel there. Now, when there's no counsel there and no prosecutor there, and this is something that possibly could be resolved now, or the state may, the city prosecutor may choose to drop the cases. This guy's going to be lost in the system without counsel, without anybody talking to him about the charges, and we're talking about housing somebody like at the.
How do we get a hold of the city prosecutor's phone number?
I have no, Your Honor, I don't know.
All right.
Are you a veteran?
How long would it take you to do
Were you
that?
injured when you were arrested?
10 minutes, yeah, I don't
All right.
really follow them.
All right, we're going to try and call the city prosecutor's office to find out how they want to handle this.
All right, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, it's on recall, so I have to.
On Alchin and
Adam
Jakupi.
Alchin.
Back over where was
Your Honor, I spoke with with Officer Mitchell at Wilton Manors. Now, he should have been charged on count 1 with burglary, not armed burglary. I'll wait to see if the court finds probable cause now based on the.
All right, I do find probable
Okay.
cause.
Your Honor, I want to bring to the court's attention, though, I think I believe you will see Mr. Alchin and Jakupi tomorrow morning. What I've been advised by the detective handling the case is the alleged victim in this case, right when the police got there, had to leave to take someone to the airport. They later on took the alleged victim's sworn statement, and the alleged victim gave sworn testimony that that he was assaulted. So I believe they're going to be filing ad charge paperwork for. I'm not going to be here tomorrow, so I'm just giving you.
Okay.
When you see the paperwork tomorrow, what's going on? They're going to be filing ad charge paperwork for burglary with assault and/or battery and aggravated assault.
Okay.
So I'm just advising the court now.
Okay.
Well, Judge, I would argue that they're based on the four corners of the document, without seeing a sworn statement from the victim. Both of them are entitled to bond at this juncture. So, I would ask the
Well, they're not charging armed burglary.
right.
I'm just advising the court because I'm not going to be here tomorrow. If you see the paperwork tomorrow, yeah, I'm just explaining to
State have
counsel.
recommendation for bond as to count 1.
Well, Your Honor, as far as Alchin goes, I want to advise the court, this is his third open case since April 14th of this year. He was arrested on PVP charges. April 14th, he bonded out, his bond was surrendered, and he ended up being released upon the state not filing an information. He was then arrested 5 days ago, June 5th, or 6 days ago, June 5th, on a PVP charge that he posted bond on. Your Honor, the state would recommend first that his bond be revoked on the June 5th arrest. It's up to the court to do that sua sponte or not do that.
Okay.
That being said, Your Honor, because this is now his third open felony, I would be seeking a bond of, and this is also, it says, since this is someone's home, I'd be asking for a bond of $10,000.
Okay. All right, on count 1, I'm going to set bond in the amount of $10,000. It's on Alchin.
Alchin.
And bond on count 3 has already been set in the amount of $1,000. And I am going to sua sponte revoke his bond. He'll be held no bond. Do you have the case number for
Yes,
us?
I do, Judge. 157375 CF10A, and I'll provide the court with a order.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Jakupi.
All right. And same thing for, obviously, for
All
Mr.
right.
Jacoby, that he's entitled to bond today on count one. There should just be PC for burglary of a
All right,
dwelling.
is the state of recommendation for bond on?
I'm
count
just, Your Honor, now I'm pulling his prior record. Okay, out of Michigan. Looks like he has an open misdemeanor larceny that a warrant was issued for his arrest out of Michigan. Doesn't appear that it's extraditable, though. Domestic violence, second offense, 2009. Retail fraud, 2009. Possession of controlled substance and breaking and entering a vehicle to steal property less than $200 or $2,000, I'm not sure. 2007. Possession of controlled substance, domestic violence, 2006. Domestic violence, 2006. Retail fraud, 2006. Domestic violence, 2004. Domestic violence, 04. Retail fraud, 2002. He also had a theft. He pled out, it looks like, at first appearance in Dade County, May 28th of this year. Your Honor, because of his prior record and his recent theft that he just resolved less than 2 weeks ago in Dade, I'd also be asking for a $10,000 bond on Mr. Jacoby as well.
All right, Jacoby, I'm going to set bond in the amount of $10,000 on the burglary charge. Okay, I do find probable cause. Isaiah Hargrave.
Jordan Wilson. Do you work? That's it, guys. Have a
That's it.
Isaiah Hargrave. 10,000. Main jail. Hargrave. Okay. You're here for one count of resisting an officer without violence, a capias on a felony charge, and 2 misdemeanor capiases. Bond on the resisting charge has been set in the amount of $100. The capias on the felony is a no bond hold. 2 misdemeanor capiases, you're being held with a bond of $2,000 on one. It says on the fourth one, hearing, then it says 1,000.
Who's this, Your Honor?
This is Hargrave.
No, I don't know why it says that. That's
Capias misdemeanor.
that's the
and this
capias
hearing
you
is
issued on
1,000.
this. That's the capias you issued on the summons not being served.
Okay, I got it.
And Your Honor, I would just ask, if you could order, since this is his first time appearing before a judge on count 4.
Okay.
If a no contact order can be issued for those affecting Lavada, St. Louis.
Okay, all right, so you're not to have any direct or indirect contact with Lavana St. Louis.
Thank you, Judge.
Next, you have
Thank you,
several
John.
court dates coming up. June 16th at 9 a.m., June 15th at 1:30, and there's a final court date that's not been set yet.
Okay. That's it, you're done.
Herman McBain.
Who? Herman McBain. How you doing?
McBain.
You're present in Maine, Your Honor?
Okay. You're charged with aggravated assault with firearm. Domestic violence case and a second count of discharging a firearm in public. Find probable cause. You're going to have you charged with
We're checking that right now.
Judge, just looking at the PC, I'm not arguing probable cause, but it just seems like something in the heat of passion. Girlfriend cheating on him, the guy is hiding, yeah.
And you know, Your Honor, I don't see anything. I
Your
certainly
Honor.
understand that for the ag assault. I guess my concern is
Jefferson?
you start bringing the gun into it, then it accidentally goes off. Luckily, nothing happened to the woman.
I mean,
in the next apartment.
nothing did happen, but like it's something, you know, the girl, the place they live, I think they live there together.
No, I understand.
But
that's
then
what I'm
she's
saying.
bringing somebody else and then hiding him, and then
No,
so
I
it's just
understand all
it's
that. I'm
not
just
like
saying-
a regular.
I understand. I'm just telling you what my concern
have any
was.
priors?
No, Judge.
Your Honor, also
What's
Mr.
the
McBain
state's
did advise me
hold
he's been
on.
residing
What's
here.
the state's recommendation as to bond?
Your Honor, I'd be asking for just a total bond of 10,000, 5,000 on each.
On the front door.
All right, what does the public defender like to add?
Your Honor, this is like, the state did confirm this is his first charge ever. He is employed. He works at Checkers, making $11.50 an hour. He has no savings, no money in the bank, and he owns no property. We'd ask you to set a reasonable bond, Your Honor.
All right, I am gonna set bond in this matter in the amount of 5,000. No contact, direct or indirect with the listed victim in the case. If you're in the possession of any firearms or ammunition when you're able to be released, they need to be surrendered to your local police department. There was no charge on, it said no charge on count two, didn't it?
It did. I mean, Your Honor can set bonds on those if you want. It's up to the court.
Leave it at 5,000.
Okay.
That's fine. All right, Jordan Wilson. Let me know when you guys are ready.
Mr. Wilson, come on up. Jordan Wilson? Where did Jordan Wilson go?
Okay, let's just
Oh,
do
in the
this one
bathroom?
case real quick. Jordan Wilson. And then
Your,
we'll take
Your Honor, he just went to the restroom.
All
If we
right,
could
well,
put that
then
on
we'll go
recall.
back to our misdemeanor ordinance stuff.
Oh, Mr. Who was the
No, it's 5,000 total on count one.
Lee Luoma?
You took it too far. You took it too far.
All right, Jameer Jefferson.
Oh, Jameer Jefferson. No,
Okay, amen.
Jameer Jefferson.
There he is.
All right, so you're here for a case on a misdemeanor ordinance violation. Does the city have an offer?
And Drew Atria for Mr. McLawrence, representing Mr. Jefferson. I believe he wants to resolve it.
Okay, all right, Mr. Jefferson, you want to raise your right hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
Place your hand down, please state your name for the record.
Jameer Jefferson.
You want to plead no contest to this misdemeanor ordinance violation?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to time served, order you to pay court costs.
Thank you very much. All right.
All right, Robert Miller.
It's all done.
I can't see him, no. We can't see him, can he?
Well,
We
he could
need
see,
any
he could,
paperwork or anything?
no, you don't.
Oh, okay.
Have Mr.
Oh,
Miller
you
there.
want Robert Miller? Mr. Miller? Robert Miller? He's coming up, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Case on a misdemeanor ordinance violation, like I told you before, the bond has been set in the amount of 200. Does the city have an offer?
The city does, Your Honor. It's a withhold of adjudication for costs in the amount of.
He wasn't able to actually.
Do you understand what you're saying?
All right,
Okay.
sir, if you want to
Withhold
resolve your
court
case
costs.
here today by way of pleading no contest, I would withhold adjudication, order you to pay court costs. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, I believe so. I want to resolve it today. I was going to,
All right,
I was
well,
going to say
take the withhold court costs should be out today.
no
Raise your right
contest.
hand.
Is out.
Raise your right hand. Swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, place your hand down. State your name for the record.
Robert Miller.
All right, you want to plead no contest to this misdemeanor ordinance violation?
Pardon?
You want to plead no contest to this ordinance violation?
What? I can't.
She said, do you want to plead no contest to the municipal ordinance violation? Do you want to resolve it today?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I want to resolve it today. I want to resolve the whole thing today. Yes,
All right, Mr. Shade is your attorney. She's been previously appointed to represent you.
I can pay a fine, but I need a little time.
All right, so I'm going to withhold adjudication, order you to pay court costs. You're done, sir.
You're done. Say thank you.
So does that mean I go home?
You resolved it. There's no hearing or anything. It's
Do you have
done.
any other ones?
So I go
Oakland Park,
home.
I think, hired an engineer.
Yeah.
I spoke to their attorney, and I'm ready to make an offer for
All right,
the
let me-
Oakland Park gentleman. I apologize for the confusion, Your Honor.
Which case was Oakland Park?
I don't know, Your Honor.
Oh, okay, thank you. Just downstairs.
Paperwork. What do we do with Lee
Okay, thank you
Llewellyn?
very much, I appreciate it.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Lee Luoma.
Mr. Lowell, come on up.
All right.
All right. Sir, you're here on a case on a misdemeanor ordinance violation. Bond has been set in the amount of $50. Does the
Your
city
Honor.
have an offer?
The city of Oakland Park would like to announce a null pros for Lee Luoma and Louis Sanchez.
Louis Sanchez?
I believe he's also scheduled for today.
I didn't see that.
If not, then I retract that. Whoever is there for Oakland Park, I'd like to This isn't mine.
All right, Mr. Luoma, the city has dismissed the charges against you. The case is over, sir. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, good luck. Thank you. Very helpful. Thanks. Sentinel.
What's your name? What page, Your Honor?
Page 3.
Thank you. Yes. When you have a chance, Your Honor, I have information to share with the court.
Okay. All right, sir, you're charged with aggravated stalking after an injunction to find probable cause to detain you. Does the defendant have any prior criminal history?
Just one moment, Your Honor. I'm just checking.
Was he served? I don't know if it's a court order because I didn't see that in the PC.
Where?
Juvenile record, they can still see it. Where were you born? Where, not when? I know that.
You only resolved one today.
Okay, he was.
Okay. You didn't resolve the other one? Okay, yes, Steve?
First off, just to answer Council's question, I'm showing he was served earlier in June. It looks like June 5th. I can also tell you, Your Honor, just reading from Ms. Bailey's petition.
Yeah, because they said if they touch you.
When was it? It looks like.
And I really don't want the whole street because they can't, you know, they communicate.
One moment, Your Honor. Okay, the allegation is there was an argument. This is from March 25th of this year, where Ms. Bailey tried to leave the residence. Mr. Settle stopped her, took her keys, her cell phone, blocked the door, started pushing her. She tried to get around him to leave. He hit her several times. She tried fighting back. She finally got her belongings back and left the apartment, got to her mother's. She had bruises all over her arms and legs. Since then, she claims he has stalked her, following her to her family's house, threatening to kill her animals, and kidnap their daughter. Driven past her house on several occasions, threatened family members and friends. Calls her all day and night. She says she's afraid to leave her home at night in fear that he'll be waiting outside for her. He has followed her to work. Says in May of this year, he's placed his hands around her neck, covered her mouth and nose so she could not breathe, threw her on the bed, on the floor, and against the wall. One moment. Your Honor, I'm showing. Does he have something open?
I only have one page of this PC.
That's.
I don't see the injunction.
Your Honor, I can print that out for you right now.
Okay.
All right, just give me. I understand. Keep on. I know. Let me just.
All right, does the defendant have priors?
Your Honor, I'm checking. It looks like he was just arrested very recently I'm just looking to confirm this.
S-H-A-L-I-C-A.
It's not gonna be on safe. Or maybe, well, I don't know. Keith, just let me please do this. If you see an open case, please tell the judge. Check an odyssey. I mean, you gotta get the case number.
No, S-A-S.
Chris, do you see him, open? He was arrested on May 29th for possession of MDMA, Your Honor.
Anything else?
One moment, Your Honor.
January of this year, out of Palm Beach, he was arrested for criminal mischief.
I'm also showing. Well, I know it's still open. He was just arrested 10 days ago on it. He was arrested, it looks like he was arrested on May 24th for failing to appear in court in Palm Beach on his criminal mischief case. And that's all I have, Your Honor. I'm printing
Does
up.
the state have a recommendation for bond?
Your Honor, based on the allegations in the petition, and the allegations in this case, Your Honor, I would be asking for, well, first, it would be my recommendation that his bond be revoked by the court to respond on his pending case. If the court chooses not to, I would be,
Is that a misdemeanor criminal mischief?
no, it's felony,
Felony?
felony drug possession. I would be asking for, either way, I'd be asking for a $15,000 bond on this case. If the court is not inclined to revoke his bond, I would be asking for a pretrial release with a GPS monitor.
Okay, public defender, like to be heard.
Yes, Your Honor. Regarding Mr. Siddle's ties to the community, Your Honor, he's been in South Florida for the past 20 years. He is a graduate of Terravella High 2012. He is working fisheries, making $10 an hour, no property, and he only has $200 in the bank, Your Honor. We'd be asking you to set a reasonable bond.
Okay, and I do have a copy of the injunction. Would the public defender like to see it? It was not referenced in the PC. Okay. What was the charge again that he was out on when he picked this up?
It is possession.
Drug charge?
Yes.
All right, what's the case number?
Case number is 157011 CF10A. Could you hand me an order,
All right, I
please?
find there's probable cause to believe that he's committed a new law violation. And I'm going to revoke his release on that case number. As to the aggravated stalking after injunction for protection against domestic violence, I'm going to set bond in the amount of $10,000. Level 2, pretrial release with the GPS. No contact directly or indirectly with the listed victim. If you're in the possession of any firearms or ammunition, they need to be surrendered to your local police department. Jordan Wilson. Have it. Okay, Mr. Wilson, you're here for a domestic battery by strangulation. I do find probable cause. Thank you for having prior conviction. All right, good afternoon.
Okay.
Raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. Swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I swear to tell the whole truth, nothing
Great,
but the
place your
truth.
hand down. Please state your name for the record.
Sophia Ali.
And what's your relationship to Mr. Wilson?
We're married in my religion.
Okay. What would you like to tell me?
The most he's ever done to me was choke me, and when he chokes me, it's not like he's trying to, kill me or anything. And I actually put my hands on him as well. And the previous charge as well from January, that charge I didn't get to come into court to speak for myself. But with that charge, my mom actually seen it herself as well. He just put his hands on my neck, and that's what I told the officer. and he said that's a charge, so he can go in for a misdemeanor. I mean, it doesn't really get too serious. And we have a 6-month child, so, I mean, if I'm asking.
Does he have any priors?
Your Honor, no. The only thing I see is the arrest from January, but I'm looking at
Arrest from January.
for domestic violence battery against the same alleged victim.
That's one of my cases. Is that pending?
It was declined. It was never.
It was never filed.
Your Honor, Ms. Ali did not wish for the state to prosecute, but I just want to make the court aware. You've been provided some of the information. This is when the child was 1 month old. This says first that the defendant pushed Ms. Ali while she was carrying their 1 month old. He shoved her.
Oh, no. It's because he actually had the baby in his hand.
Let him finish, and then you can respond, okay?
It says that he shoved her as she was walking by, causing her arm to hit a wall. Then it says he placed his body in front of Ms. Ali, grabbed her throat with his right hand in an attempt to choke her. Ms. Ali stated it did not stop her from breathing. The defendant only grabbed her for about 2 seconds. It says here the defendant told another officer on the scene he thought about choking her but changed his mind. And that's why he was not arrested for strangulation. He was arrested for battery, Your Honor. That being said, this is just 2 similar allegations to what was alleged in January. I have great concern for Ms. Ali's safety, whether she feels concern for her safety or not. Just looking objectively, I see escalating violence here.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let him finish, and then you'll have plenty of time to talk, okay?
I'm going to be requesting a $15,000 bond plus pretrial to GPS monitor, no victim contact.
Okay, all right, ma'am, what would you like to say?
We're definitely looking to get help for him, because I'm thinking it's more than just, a relationship problem. I'm thinking it's a mental problem. Maybe he needs counseling or something, because, he had problems with his family as well, but it never gets to the point where, he tries to kill me or, harm me too bad. But, I mean, if we could definitely get some counseling, get him some help, and waive the restraining order, because we have such a young child and we do need to communicate, and we have no problem communicating. I'm not scared of him. I'm not, I definitely want to be able to communicate about a child and what goes on through the day. I think that's important. And if we could definitely get him some help, so this doesn't happen again in the future.
At this point, I'm going to set bond in the amount of $10,000.
Your Honor, if I could be heard,
Take set.
Mr. Wilson has been residing here in South Florida for the past 16 years. He's a graduate of Coral Glades High School, class 2012. He's employed, making $12 an hour at USA Food Choice as a driver. He has no money in the bank, no property, Your Honor. At this time, he's living in the apartment with the person before you and their 6-month-old child. He's also one of the main financial breadwinners of the home, Your Honor. I just don't want a situation in which my client has no problem having a no contact order to alleviate any of the court's concerns. However, he does need to, in some way, through a third party, in order to financially provide for the apartment, for the rent for the child, Your Honor. So we would be asking you not to impose a strict no contact order and to reduce his bond, Your Honor.
I would have no objection whatsoever if the court were allowed to send any kind of financial support through the mail, and only financial support through the mail. I have no objection to that whatsoever.
All right, I'm going to leave the bond, as I previously stated, at $10,000. He's committed to send financial support to the listed victim only through the mail for the purposes of child support. Otherwise, it's a no contact order. He's going to have to go in front of Judge Cohen to determine whether or not Judge Cohen would reduce that bond, and whether or not he would modify the contact order, the no contact order, any further.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
Thank you.
All right, Mr. coming in. Tavia Prey. All right, you're here for a violation of probation on a felony charge, which you're being held on bond. Next court date is June 16th at 9 a.m.
Yeah, you gotta put it down. You can't tell them one thing and it's another. You have to read everything that goes upstairs.
All right, Destiny Parkinson.
She's here present at Maine, Your Honor. Ms. Parkinson, come on up. If I could be heard, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, let me just go over
Your Honor.
being charged with grand theft. I do find probable cause. Bond has been set in the amount of $1,000. What would you like to tell me?
Your Honor, Ms. Parkinson has been residing here in South Florida for the past 2 years. She's employed at Teleperformance for the past 8 months, making $10 an hour. Your Honor, she owns no property. According to her, this is her first charge ever. If the state can confirm that, I would be asking you to ROR.
All right, state.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Okay, I'm going to release you to standard pretrial supervision.
Okay. There's the instruction, there's the address where you have to report tomorrow before noontime. You're going to be on pretrial, okay? Okay.
Yeah, usually it's
All right, Letizia Seymour.
someone else.
Ms. Seymour, come on up.
All right, you're here for possession of alprazolam and a probation violation. I do find probable cause to detain you. The bond on the alprazolam charge is set at the amount of $1,000. Your court date for the violation of probation is June 15th at 8:30. Melissa Barrios.
Broward Jail Judge.
Your Honor, she's a medical recess.
Okay. Oops, sorry, I hit you with that. We'll reset that till tomorrow morning. Mary Jackson.
Yes, she's here present at Maine, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Jackson, you're here for a grand theft charge. I do find probable cause. Bond has been set in the amount of $1,000.
Your Honor, in speaking with Ms. Jackson, I have concerns for her health. She's 53 years old. She has high blood pressure. She's been a resident of South Florida for the past 5 years. She has an apartment. She has no money in the bank, no property. My understanding from speaking with Ms. Jackson, since it's been well over 5 years since she's had any contact with law enforcement, Your Honor, we'd ask you to consider pretrial release. There's no one right now on the outside that can help bond her out, Your Honor.
All right, State Chair Priors.
Yes, Judge. Ms. Jackson, let's see. 2007 purchase of cocaine. 2002 aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, DUI. Theft, fleeing and eluding law enforcement at a high rate of speed. Grand theft auto. Resisting an officer with violence. Possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of cocaine. 02, possession of cocaine. 2001, possession of cocaine. 97, out of...
Okay, I'm not going to release her to pretrial. She's going to have to post a bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Larry Valdo.
Larry Valdo?
I don't know nothing. My stepdad told me he took care of everything. Sorry,
Will the court consider transferring these matters to Judge Lerner Wren?
Larry Valdo. Is he in the main jail?
He's in Broward.
Broward? All right, Mr. Valdo, you're here on 5 misdemeanor capiases.
Actually, count 2 is a municipal ordinance, Your Honor.
One of them is a municipal ordinance. The other ones are not.
Yes. Correct.
He has 5 no bond holds.
I think
His
he's.
court date is June 18th at 2:30.
Is this case already in mental health
All
court?
of them have been, or out of... Judge Lodoran issued the KPAs.
Okay, all right. You're going to go see Judge Lerner Wren.
Your Honor, on his
When?
municipal ordinance, would you appoint counsel?
Yep.
I would say wait to go in front of Judge Lerner Wren on that one. Okay, Jerome Parkinson. Main jail?
Main jail.
All right, you're here on a misdemeanor capias and a petty theft. Misdemeanor capias, bond has been set in the amount of $1,000. And the second count is bond has been set in the amount of $25. I do find probable cause. Your next court date is June 15th at 1:30.
No, it's capias.
Byron Young.
You realize that I have my license, valid license.
On a traffic criminal charge, bond has been set in the amount of $100.
Your Honor, and speaking Mr. Young, normally I don't say anything with capias. However, I believe from what he told me, when the date they issued the capias, he was in custody. If the state can confirm that, I'd ask you to set this ROR.
I'll check to see if he was in custody in Broward.
I was in custody in Pinellas County.
Pinellas County, Your Honor.
Well, Your Honor, frankly, if he's getting himself arrested in another county, then he's he's the one preventing him from going to court, not law enforcement.
He got arrested here and detained on a BOP and was extradited to Pinellas County.
17th at 9 a.m.
Your Honor, also Mr. Young is informing the case is 2010 case. He advised me he has a valid license. Would you consider, if the state has his DMV record, to consider RORing him if he has a valid license at this time?
Your Honor,
capias, the rules say are very clear. You're not entitled to an ROR when there's been a capias.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I'll check his driving record to see if I have an offer.
All right,
But
well, let's see if Mr. Linder can make an offer, though.
And my license.
okay. Yeah, I have his driving record.
He informed me 2 months ago he paid off all his fines and received his license, Your Honor.
Took the DUI class, everything.
Your Honor.
So I guess it's you used the word dismiss. Yes.
Distinction with no difference.
I know.
Your Honor, I'd offer an adjudication time served. He has priors. Byron Young.
All right, where's that paperwork? Did I get that to you? You're willing to give him time served, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's the traffic?
It's an operating without a valid DL. Again, Your Honor, I don't have access to the specific allegations. I can tell you in 2000 and... One moment. Just one moment, Your Honor.
Young.
Okay. It appears at the time of this incident, his driver's license was suspended at that time.
All right, I'm just saying that if he pleads to this, he's got 3 traffic charges within 5 years.
No. That applies to DWS. This is just an operating without. This doesn't count towards habitualization.
Doesn't?
No.
All right. Okay, sir, you want to raise your right hand? Swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
Place your hand down. Please state your name for the record.
Byron Bernard Young.
All right, do you want to plead no contest to this charge of operating without a valid DL?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to time served, order you to pay court costs. You're done.
How much is this court cost?
Your Honor, I was to pass a note from pretrial. Jordan Wilson, I believe we've already addressed it. Would Your Honor consider signing an order allowing him access to his phone in order to get a contact number to post his bond?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Richard Stajic.
Decline PD, Your Honor.
Right, so you're here for two misdemeanor cases and two traffic criminal charges. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500.
Can't do nothing less, Your Honor, please.
Sorry?
So can you lower that a little bit, please? Or no?
Cases for failure to appear?
Yes, it looks like they were capiouses for two separate dates.
All right.
Yes.
Just checking to see if he's had any other failures to appear.
I don't know if I worked or not.
Your Honor, I'm showing another failure to appear in court on his driver's license from February 2nd of this year.
All right, you're gonna have to post a bond, sir. I'm not gonna reduce your bond.
All right, thank you.
Good luck.
All right.
Thomas Joseph.
Thomas Joseph?
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Joseph.
Right, sir, you're here for a capious on a traffic charge. And bond has been set in the amount of $250. Your next court date will be June 18th at 2:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Gary Weber.
Decline PD, Your Honor. Come on up, Mr. Weber.
All right, Mr. Weber, you're here for a driving while license suspended and a probation violation. I do find probable cause. Bond has been set on the DWLS in the amount of $750 and no bond on the probation violation. I don't have a future court date to give you.
It's
but
out
I
of
imagine...
it's out of Hendry County.
Oh, okay, so out of county hold?
Yeah. Well, it's a 948.
All right. Lonzo McCaster.
North per hour. That is finished. Yeah. Okay.
All right, Mr. McCaster, you're charged with 2 counts of resisting an officer without violence and 3 felony capiouses, all of which have no bond holds. I do find probable cause. As to count 1, your bond has been set in the amount of $100.
Judge, will the court sign a photo order?
Excuse me, miss. Could I speak, ma'am?
Don't talk about the facts of your case.
Sir, your next court date
I
is
know,
June
sir.
15th at 8:30.
You have...
Ma'am, could I speak? Could I speak to you, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
I was asking, is these new charges or are these charges from like missing court or something?
It's both.
It's both.
Ma'am, no, I'm not talking about the first 2 charges. I'm talking about
One
the
of them, you were a
capiouses.
no-show at a calendar call.
And what you talking about for May 15th?
It was May 15th, Judge.
Yeah, May 15th.
Ma'am, I did show up. I was at Judge Contini, but I was in the trauma unit
All
at
right, you're gonna
Ocala,
have to tell the
Florida.
judge that. I'm just telling you why you're here today, and you're gonna see your judge June 15th at 8:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good luck to you.
Judge, the court will sign a photo order on...
A photo order?
Yes.
Yes, I will. Jesus Garzon.
He's here, President. He needs a Spanish interpreter, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
Call for an interpreter. We'll pass it.
Toma asiento.
Sean Paul Davis.
Who is it? Who did?
Sean Paul Davis.
Sean Paul Davis. On page 12, is Sean Davis here, or he bonded? He bonded, Your Honor.
Okay. Sign that one,
If you want to just take a second and
Hey.
You just did it.
You want to take the Spanish interpreter?
All right, Dexter Walker. Dexter Walker.
Dexter Walker. He bonded, Your Honor.
Okay. Jared Jones.
Jared Jones?
New York and you don't speak English?
Yeah, but most of my.
All right, Mr. Jones, you're here for a retail theft and petty theft. You find probable cause. Bond has been set in the amount of $1,000.
Okay. $1,000.
All right, does he want to do that or does he want to postpone?
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Not here yet? Jared Jones.
He walked away.
Jared Jones.
He just walked away?
No.
He thought you guys. I think he thought you guys were done.
You want to bring him back and ask him if he wants pre-trial or if he just wants to postpone?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Mr. Jones. Jared Jones. Yeah, he just walked over. They're going to get him right now, Your Honor. Thank you.
Notice.
They caught him. He's coming back, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Jones, do you want to post this $1,000 bond, or do you want to be ROR to the supervision of standard pretrial release? Since there was a drug and alcohol violation?
Pretrial release.
All right.
Pre-trial, you'll be released. There's the address. She's going to give it to you. You have to report there before 12 noon.
Of that evaluation.
You're going to have to submit to an alcohol and drug evaluation, whatever, and follow whatever recommendations. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
That's kind of like below. That's below conclusive. Because it's not.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Got it.
All right. No,
All right, Frederick Pierre.
Mr. Pierre, he declined PD, Your Honor.
All right, good afternoon. So you're here on a violation of community control on a felony charge. You're being held no bond. Your next court date is June 22nd at 9:30. John Acosta.
He bonded, Your Honor.
Avery Garland.
North Broward, I'm being told, Your Honor.
Bonded, Your Honor.
Bonded?
Oh. Bonded.
Avery Garland bonded?
Yeah.
We're not showing bonded.
Yes, Your Honor.
Bonded?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, Randy Miller.
He's here present, Your Honor.
Work at Burger 21.
All right, Mr. Miller, you're charged with disorderly conduct and corruption by threat. I do find probable cause. Does the defendant have any priors?
Yes, Your Honor. 1 moment. Priors include.
Your Honor. Oh.
I just started my job.
Grand theft from 2014. Patrice, do you show when he got out? He got a year and a day. Randy Miller. Theft 2013. Possession of cocaine 2012. Resistance without violence 2010. Marijuana 04. Marijuana 01. Strong arm robbery 96. 4 years state prison.
Okay. State have a recommendation for bond.
Okay. Your Honor, I would just be asking for a $3,500 bond on count 2.
Your Honor, Mr. Miller has been in. Yes, Your Honor. He's been a resident of South Florida his whole life. He's currently employed at Burger 21, making $9 an hour. No money in the bank, no property, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to Set bond in the amount of $2,000.
2,000 with that 2,000.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Omar Atkinson.
He's coming up here at Maine.
All right, so you're charged with possession of cocaine and possession of cannabis, 20 grams or less. I do find probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000.
No, keep going. All right. Livingston Bell.
Livingston Bell.
Page 15.
Here.
He's here. He's coming up, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Bell, you're here for possession of heroin, possession of alprazolam, drug paraphernalia, and a misdemeanor habeas. All right. Probable cause. Bond has been set in the total amount of $2,600. Your next court date, you'll be set in the division probably one day next week. I don't have a future court date to give you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hamid Rizvani.
Mr. Rizvani? He's coming up, Your Honor. He declined PD.
All right, good afternoon, sir. You're charged with possession of methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia. You find probable cause. Bond has been set in the amount of $1,000.
Your Honor, is it possible that I could have my cell phone so I could call somebody to post my bond? Is it possible?
Oh, there you go.
All right. So you're going to have to post a bond in this matter.
No, I understand that. Could I have access to my phone so I could get a phone number to call somebody to post a bond?
They won't bring him through on that.
Okay.
That's a bond.
You're going to have to post a bond, sir.
I understand. Could I have access to my cell phone to post a bond?
Bond on this case is set at $1,000, and I think the case that you were already out on, the bondsman or the person who posted that bond has surrendered it.
Go outside, sir. If you're finished, go outside.
As what?
Lynn, step
I didn't hear you.
Step away. She's done with you.
All right, next
I didn't hear you.
Jimmy Lynn. All right, good afternoon. So you're charged with driving while license suspended due to a subsequent offense. I do find probable cause. Your bond has been set in the amount of $750.
750. Your bond.
Manuel Rodriguez Valcarce.
North Broward.
All right, sir, you're here for a charge of robbery, no firearm or weapon. Possessing harmful New Legend drug. That's a new one. Yep. New Legend drug.
It's just a terminology for a controlled substance.
Okay.
It's a drug terminology.
All right, count 3 is a petty theft. Count 4 is a touch or strike battery. Count 5 is resisting without violence. Does the defendant have priors?
I'm checking right now, Your Honor.
Now, can I talk to him about his ties to the community? He's been in medical. Sir, were you in the hospital the last couple days?
Yeah, I got 40 staples from the dog. I've been in the hospital since Sunday.
Okay, are you currently working?
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm a barber.
How much do you make?
Probably like 250 a week.
Okay, you got a place where you can stay?
Yes.
Is it a house or apartment?
It's a house.
Okay, who lives there with you?
Just my landlord and her 2 sons.
Okay, can you go back there?
Yes.
Okay, is your family down here? Who's gonna help bond you out?
I have some money on my books.
Okay, all right, how much can you afford?
Whatever you tell me, I could ask my boss if I don't have the complete total.
Do you need somebody to take pictures of your injuries?
They took pictures in the hospital, so they're in the hospital already. The injuries, they're stapled already, so it doesn't look the same as when it happened.
But there are pictures.
There are pictures. I asked the doctor before I left.
Okay.
I got 40 staples to the thigh.
All right. Did you grow up down here?
No.
How long you been down in South Florida?
Since for a year. I'm having a baby here next week.
Okay.
So I just started a family here.
All right. Okay. Judge, he does have some ties to the community. He is gainfully employed. He does have a job. He does have a stable residence he could go to. I would just note that he has 40 staples. This guy was been medically reset for the last 2 days. He's been at the hospital. I think he does have the ability to bond. He does have people in the community that help him, Judge, but I would hate to see him has a child on the way to remain in custody.
State, does he have priors?
Your Honor, I'm not, my system, I don't know if he does or not. I put his information in the system and it's not loading properly. I don't know if pretrial has anything one way or another. Your Honor, the state's position as far as bond, I know he has a job, but according to this, it's his place of work where he allegedly attacked this person, punching him and robbing him while the person was on the ground after getting punched.
No, that's not true.
That's
not true at all.
Listen, you'll have a date where you can fight this. What the judge is at, they're asking if you have a record. They're going to make a recommendation as to a bond. I'm going to ask the judge to keep the bond as low as possible. It's up to the judge in the end, okay?
All right.
All right?
All right,
I'd like to see you out.
You know,
because we was
like,
friends before.
You know,
How long have you lived in Broward County?
For like a year. It was just a misunderstanding, Judge. Yeah, he came to my.
Sir,
yeah, he came to my job to
please
fight.
don't talk about
I didn't
facts.
go there. I got the. He gave me the watch at his house.
Broward County?
In New York.
For how long?
For a couple years. I was born in Hawaii. I lived in Massachusetts. I lived in Pennsylvania, and I lived in Florida.
And you're saying your girlfriend, your fiance, lives down here, right?
Yeah, we're having a baby next week.
Okay.
I just don't know what his history's like.
and Your Honor, Patricia, you don't have anything. I mean, I put his information in.
Can we reset this for tomorrow? I'd like to know, how long would it take you to get his full record?
The problem
Like, a
is,
lot of places.
yeah, I know. The problem is, could you see in your system if you can find it? Okay, thank you. Could we,
All right, we're going to put this on recall. I'm going to try and get more information about what, if any, criminal history you have, okay?
I mean, I am noticing he's not telling the judge.
All right, we have the Spanish interpreter case. This was in the main jail. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Come on up, Spanish interpreter.
All right, Jesus Garzón.
Jesús Garzón.
All right, good afternoon, sir.
Buenas tardes, señor.
You're charged with one count of burglary of a dwelling,
Ese escalamiento, meterse a una propiedad o una construcción,
causing damage over $1,000.
causando daño mayor a $1,000.
I do find probable cause.
Encuentro que sí existe la causa fundada.
Judge,
No bond here, but it just requires
I would argue that there's no probable cause before the state beats me to the punch.
Yo argumento que no hay causa
It
ni
says in the
motivo.
probable cause affidavit what he's charged with, but it doesn't give any
El affidavit dice
support
causa
as to why the damage is
probable,
over
pero no da
$1,000. I would
ninguna
argue no
información que
PC.
soporte que exista una causa probable.
Your Honor, this is a punishable by life felony, and whether the court finds
Si la corte encuentra o no encuentra o
probable
determina
cause for burglary of a structure,
que hay una causa probable
or even if the
para
court
haberse
finds
metido a
probable
robar
cause for
en una estructura,
burglary with damage over $1,000, I would agree
yo
and
estoy
concede
de acuerdo y
that there's not
concedo
enough present for
que
the court
no
to find proof
existe-
evident or presumption great
no existe suficiente
for
evidencia
damage over $1,000.
para decir que es más de $1,000.
Frankly speaking, he has no
Francamente,
priors.
no tiene antecedentes.
And since it looks like this is he had an arrest last year for burglary and aid that was dropped. I see
A
this,
un
this is
cargo de
allegedly
robo
from
también que se
2012.
desestimó, se
I'm not
retiró
gonna at this time ask for
en
any
el
time to perfect, and I have no objection to the court setting a
2012.
bond today.
Quiero en este momento tratar de perfeccionar y buscar más información acerca de este affidavit.
Probable cause just as to the burglary.
Encuentro que sí hay causa probable acerca de haberse metido a tratar de robar.
Your Honor, may I inform the court as far as Mr. Garzon's ties to the community?
Yes, please.
What it is.
Mr. Garzon has been residing in South Florida for the past 14 years.
Señor
He's
Garzón
currently
lleva 14 años viviendo acá.
He's currently employed. He works in construction, making
Está empleado,
$13.75
trabaja
an
en
hour.
construcción,
He has no money in the bank.
No
He
tiene
owns
dinero
no
en el
property,
banco.
Your Honor. His family does reside here, Your Honor.
Su familia reside acá, señoría.
He resides with his fiance and his 3.5-year-old child, Your
Reside
Honor.
con su novia.
He's the sole provider of
Él
the
es el
family.
único que provee
His
en su
fiance is a
familia.
stay-at-home mother for the
Y la
3.5-year-old
novia
child.
se queda en casa, es una madre que está en casa.
We'd ask you to, considering this and his
Que
lack of
le
prior
pedimos que
history,
considere esto
a reasonable bond, Your Honor.
y una fianza razonable.
He had an arrest for burglary last year.
Tiene un
It was
arresto
dropped and
el año
taken out.
pasado, pero
was dropped,
eso
so he
se
has
desestimó,
no
se
record.
retiraron esos cargos.
All right, we're gonna set bond in the amount of $2,000, sir.
$2,000 es el valor de su fianza, señor.
All right, thank you, Madam Interpreter.
You're very welcome, Your Honor.
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
You're,
Manuel Rodriguez, Carson.
Yeah, I'm getting an error.
Is he North Broward or Conti?
North Broward.
Oh, yeah. Your Honor?
My system showed an error.
William
License
Sean,
number?
right?
I don't think he has.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he has it. I don't know if he does. I don't.
Okay.
Did you check him, David?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get back to you, sir. We're still trying to clarify what you're referencing. All right.
Your Honor, if we could call some gentleman here from Maine, Your Honor.
All right, we're on it.
William Sean. I don't see
Shaw,
anywhere. Oh, Shaw.
S-H-A-W.
I don't see him on my docket, but he's been brought here. He was reset from
I don't have
when?
him on my docket either.
He was reset from this morning, I'm being advised, Your Honor. He said he's been in custody for over 30 days, so I don't know if it's supposed to be for a 30-day ROR. I'm not sure, but he's here.
I don't think it was. Wait a minute.
You don't have a case number, do you?
Oh, no, June 10th.
We don't have him on our docket.
What's his last?
Shaw, how do you spell your last name?
S-H-A-W.
S-H-A. And you were here this morning?
Yes, it was a misidentification, Your Honor.
Don't talk about the facts.
Yeah, and this was never reset for this afternoon.
We didn't reset this.
He had multiple aliases. Your Honor just said division, and Hector, if you want to advise him, if he wants to argue, it's not him. Tell him he has to, when he gets brought to court, to have the state be informed, and we can get
For the not me unit?
Our not me unit, and go from there.
All right. It wasn't reset, I guess, and it was error that they brought you. But when you
Can I do a cash?
See.
Well, yeah, if you have a bond, you could do. Well, you post whatever bond you want. Yeah.
We don't get the guys that we ask for.
On the robbery? All right, let's go back to Mr. Rodriguez Valcarceri. Say. All right, Madam Pretrial, what do you have? He's got a lengthy record.
Yes, New York and Pennsylvania just came up. I see where it says he was born in Hawaii. 2008 terroristic threats and harassment. He pled guilty on the harassment charge. Communication on that. 2009 simple assault. Burglary. Criminal trespass. He was adjudicated on the assault in that particular cycle. 2010, carrying a firearm without a license and resisting arrest. Giving false identification to law enforcement. Your Honor, it appears that there is a warrant out for this gentleman at this time.
From where?
2006, out of Mount Vernon, assault and second degree and resisting, adjudicated on the fact. 2007, robbery, first degree, forcible theft, armed with deadly weapon. Grand theft, fourth degree adjudication. drugs out of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, active warrant. Warrant was placed in the system in July 2014. As usual, it says notified when we have detained. So that's what I see on the record.
All right, what's the state's
And,
recommendation?
Your Honor, just the only other thing I would mention is I didn't notice this the first time. When he was arrested, he had a gold Michael Kors watch that matched the same watch that the alleged victim claims was robbed from him. Your Honor, based on his history, I'm thinking less and less that this was a misunderstanding and that this man robbed the victim. I'd be asking for a $15,000 bond on count 1 and pretrial release with the GPS monitoring.
The court signed an order for the public defender to take photos.
Yes, that'd be granted. All right, sir, I'm going to set your bond with the amount of 15,000. Level 2, pretrial, GPS.
And no victim contact,
No
Your Honor?
contact with
Thank
the
you.
listed victim, direct or indirect. If you're in the possession of any firearms or ammunition upon your release, they need to be surrendered to your local police department.
Your Honor, may we call Stephen Maliani?
Yes, that's Caesar's power.
$2,000 bond.
All right.
May we call Stephen Maliani, Your Honor?
All right.
Where's my second list? Oh, there it is.
All right. Stephen
Maliani, ma'am.
Maliani.
My understanding, he's on the second look docket for a trespass, I believe, Your Honor.
All right. He's been in jail now for how long?
Since he's
4
been
days, he's
arrested
telling me.
on
4 days.
June 8th.
All right, does the state have an offer to resolve it?
I will, Your Honor. I'm just checking the affidavit real quick. Your Honor, he was trespassing in the 7-Eleven, offered to be adjudication time served.
All right, does he want to take a time served?
Do you want to resolve it today? Yes, ma'am.
All right, you want to raise
He
your
does,
right
Your
hand? Raise your right hand. Swear firm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, place your hand down. State your name for the record.
Stephen Maliani,
All right, how do you wish to plead this charge of trespass?
no contest.
All right, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to time served, order you to pay court costs. You're done, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day. Next, Your Honor, Darren Thomas? Richards. No, Mr. Damian Richards, Your Honor, if we could call him. I believe he's here for a 30-day ROR.
30-day. It's been filed, Your Honor. I'm just.
All right,
They filed it, sir.
Damian Richards.
It was filed yesterday, Your Honor, and it was filed as a change of charge to grand theft auto. I believe I'm not sure what his bond is, but I know the convenience bond will be lower than it was for dealing stolen property.
All right. What's his bond currently, do you know?
Probably maybe $3,500 unless it was reduced.
Sir, what's your bond amount?
What's your bond right now? 35? What? I think it was. I'm not sure.
Would they adjust that?
Yes, they will. Once they.
It was.
Bond's gonna get lowered.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go ahead
We'll
and
just
set
do the
amount of $1,000 since the state's downgraded
Thank
the
you, Your Honor.
charge.
Your Honor,
Okay,
just
$1,000 bond now.
probably just
Okay.
to
You're
process
looking
the
at
bond, just to put on the order, like, motion denied, bond to be set at $1,000.
Okay, all right. The 30-day rule violation is denied, however, bond is set in the amount of $1,000.
Thank you, Your Honor. Next person would be Darren Thomas, Your Honor. Come on up, Mr. Thomas. Are you here on a... Darren Thomas.
That's a second look.
Yes, I'm checking.
Second look.
Trespass, structured conveyance.
Yeah, I'm just checking the
Been in jail for
PC.
4 days.
Your Honor, he did tell me, Mr. Thomas, that he has a medical condition. He has high blood pressure. He gets disability, Your Honor.
At this point, Your Honor, I'm pretty much I'm going to be making a time served offer. I just want to make sure that he's not registered or anything because I don't want any, potential issues with that. Yeah, Your Honor, allegedly he was trespassing at a Speedway gas station in Fort Lauderdale. State's offered be adjudication time, sir.
All right, sir, you want to raise your right hand? Raise your right hand, swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes.
All right, place your hand down, state your name for the record. State your name.
State your name. Darren Thomas.
All right, do you want to plead no contest to this trespassing charge?
Yes.
All right, I'm adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 4 days in the Broward County Jail, credit for 4 days served, court costs, mandatory fees. All right, how about Jamal Lindsay?
County, Your Honor.
We're done at Maine, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Or our motion that was reset.
Yeah. Judge, I'm just on Jamal Lindsay. Your Honor, a filing decision has not been made yet. I would just ask Your Honor to, he should be ROR, but if you could just advise him that the no contact order is still in place.
All right, how many days has it been? It's been,
Today's the 33rd day. We reset it from
today's
yesterday.
the 33rd day. Well, May 9th to June 9th is 30 days, right? Today's the 11th, so that's 31 days. Right? Is my math wrong?
It's 10th to the 31st in May is 21 days. Wait, one
No,
moment.
he was
One,
arrested May 9th. June 9th, he'd been in jail 30 days. Today's the 11th.
Your Honor, the 10th to the
Today's
10th.
the 32nd day.
No, Your Honor, the 10th to the 31st of May is 22 days.
Okay.
Plus the 11th, today's the 11th day in June, plus 11 is 33.
So today's the 33rd day.
Frankly, Judge, if I thought I could get another day, I'd ask for it, but.
Okay, all right. All right, sir, today's your lucky day. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. There's still a no contact order that's in effect. This does not mean that the case has been dismissed. It just means that you're not going to be held in custody any longer because the state has not timely filed an information in this case. When and if the state does file charges against you, sir, make sure you don't miss any future court dates if the state does file charges against you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this the only
Okay.
case holding you in custody?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, best of luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you.
How about Lois Anderson?
Your Honor, this is actually.
Where's Lois Anderson?
Okay,
Okay.
sorry.
This is a 30-day rule violation as well?
It is, Your Honor, and it's being downfiled to a misdemeanor battery.
Okay.
So her bond will automatically, or if you want to,
Lois Anderson?
Paul Ryan,
Your Honor.
I believe she's at the Paul Ryan jail.
She's in Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
Paul Ryan, Lois Anderson?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Lois Anderson, you're here for a 30-day rule violation. It's my understanding that the state is downgrading the charges against you to a misdemeanor battery. Is that correct, Mr.
yes,
Linder?
Your Honor. Now,
Can I just ask her what her bond is right now? Because, ma'am, what's your bond amount?
$50,000. I
What can you
my victim is.
listen? They've downfiled your charges. I'm trying to figure out what you can afford. How much bond do you have?
I can't afford anything right now.
Do you have a stable address? Do you have a place where you can go?
Yes.
Okay, and what city is that in?
Sunrise Lake.
Judge, would the court consider a pretrial release? She's unable to. It's robbery with a weapon. Went from a first degree to a misdemeanor. She can't afford any bond. She does say she has a valid address. Maybe pretrial release can confirm that. But she's been in.
Let me ask the state.
And-
Does she have priors?
yes, Your Honor. First off, just checking. She's been. Arrested on a capias January of 2013 on a heroin case for failure to appear in court. Arrested in, and she was on pretrial release in that case when she failed to appear in court.
I was in the hospital.
Additionally, had a capias on a criminal mischief. She was arrested in 2011. Arrested on a capias, failing to appear in court on a municipal ordinance in 2008. And so she's had those 3 prior failures to appear.
Okay.
2012, she had the possession of heroin. 2011, criminal mischief. 2011, trespass. 2005, possession of cocaine. Your Honor, also, if you'd like, I can, would you like me to print out the PC from,
Yeah, why don't you just proffer to me what's alleged to have
okay.
happened?
On May 1st of this year, a victim was walking past Garden Drugs when he was approached by a female later identified as Lois Anderson. Ms. Anderson asked the victim for money and the victim handed her $6. Anderson then demanded more money from the victim. The victim stated he did not want to give her any more money. He then attempted to walk away from her to continue to his destination. As he was attempting to walk away from her, she followed him. As he walked eastbound in front of the shopping plaza, she caught up with him, grabbed him by his face and slapped him several times. As she was doing so, she attempted to remove his cell phone. She used physical violence while attempting to take the property from the victim. While this was happening, co-defendant Jose Ramos ran up to where the victim was standing and produced from his waistband what the victim believed to be a revolver, later believing it was a knife. Ramos shouted at the victim in English, which the victim does not speak. Victim advised that he was in great fear for his life and thought that Ramos was going to kill him. Victim ran across the street for safety and into an open business and contacted police. Provided detailed description, including weight, height, clothing description. 3 subjects were immediately detained. Victim did a show up. Identified Ramos and Anderson, 100% certainty that they were the people involved. I mean, it keeps going from there, Your Honor.
All right, state of recommendation for bond.
Your Honor, because now that it's a civil battery, I'd be asking for a $2,500 bond, no victim contact.
I would still ask for a pretrial. I know they read the probable cause affidavit, but there was some investigation done by the state attorney's office to find that whatever probable cause there was for a robbery weapon is not enough to prove at trial. She did state that when she was on pretrial release, she may have been in the hospital. I mean, I don't know her means, and even if we set a bond in the case, she may be still remaining in custody until she...
I set bonding amount of $2,000. Okay? All right, next case, Rodney Young.
Yes, Your Honor.
County, Your Honor.
Where?
County, Your Honor.
All right, this is a defense motion for release from custody, a 30-day rule violation. What's the state file?
Your Honor, we have not yet filed an information. Mr. Young is entitled to release today.
All right, today's your lucky day, sir. We're going to release you on your own recognizance. It doesn't mean the case has been dismissed. It just means that you're not going to be held in custody any longer because the state has not made a formal filing decision. If the state does file charges against you, if you miss a future court date, there's going to be a warrant out for your arrest.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good
Thank
luck
you.
to you.
Thank you.
Eddie Palmer.
Oh, yeah. It's just, no, he's not a co-defendant, but it's the same situation. Your Honor, we have not yet filed. It's 33rd day. He can be released.
North Broward, Your
If you
Honor.
could just advise him that there's still no contact order in place, please.
Okay. All right, Mr. Palmer, you want some good news?
Yes, ma'am.
No, he's not?
So
He's got what?
Marshal's hold.
Marshall's hold? He's got a Marshall's hold. That's fine.
Semi-good.
There's never any true victories. All right, sir. Well, some partially good news is that your state charges, the state has not made a formal filing decision in your case. And
Yes,
I'm going to
ma'am.
release you on your own recognizance for these charges. However, there's a
Yes,
federal
ma'am.
hold for you.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're probably going to be going into federal custody shortly.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, best of luck to you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, there are worse things.
You talking about this one where there's a bond?
I think so. You know, those are famous last words. You might want to just run while you got the chance. All right, man. I'll see you on Monday.
Have a good day off.
Thanks, man. All right, I'm gonna go. As far as I know, these are all resets, but I'll go through them. I'll leave them behind for you with the sticker.
All right, we did it.
All right, Judge. I'll see you on Monday.
Okay.
Oh no, I
were
won't see you on
taking
Monday,
off tomorrow?
but yeah. But I'll see you around.
Okay. All right. I'll have to.
No, I'm not. Don't say that.